What's up guys, with the third episode of the Derby Career and stuff, so we're going to renew some of the contracts. We've got quite a few youngsters on like 10 months left, and then there's some of the older players like Whitbread and Eustace with 1 year left on their contract, and we're going to renew Mason Bennett as well, who is on a year and 10 months, but I do like to keep the younger players on a cheaper wage for the longest possible time. So we're going to head into our first game, and it is against Fulham. It should be quite an easy game, but at the same time they have got quite high rate of players, so it'll be an interesting one to see how we do, and we do quite a nice bit of passing play here, put it through to Russell, and then Jamie Ward makes a run at the back post and he puts it into the box and puts it into the back of the net. A really nice well worked goal to make it 1-0 in the game. Kind of sweaty, but at the same time not really. So we kind of do a very similar goal again. Johnny Russell going down this left hand side, cutting back outside, makes a little nice shimmy there and crosses it into the box, and Chris Martin is in pretty much the same position Jamie Ward scored from to make it 2-0 in the game. Very nice goal for him, and it's nice for him to obviously score quite a few goals. I think he's on about 8 or 9 at this point in the career mode, so he's doing very well for goals at the moment. So then we go into the 25th minute of the match here, and Brian Weiss does cut inside, passes it to Mitroglou and puts it into the back of the net. Both the players shouldn't really be at the club because obviously on deadline day they moved out. I think Brian Weiss did anyway, and obviously the game does end 2-1, so kind of fortunate. And it seems like on FIFA at the moment, the first like 20 minutes of a game is so crucial. If you aren't turned on for those first few minutes, you can absolutely kill the game for yourself. So we're going to change a few players for the next game as we are playing against Manchester City, just resting some of the players and obviously giving some other players chances to play, of course, and work themselves into the first team lineup. So we're just going to change it up, of course, and head into the game. And unfortunately they've got Alvaro Negredo, and he does kind of kill us here in the 51st minute of the match, puts it into the back of the net. Another player that shouldn't be at City at the moment, but he is, and he scored against us, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Then again here, Negredo putting it through to Aguero, and then Forsyth kind of winning the ball back, but at the same time kind of didn't, and he just completely wrong-footed Forsyth there and puts it into the back of the net to make it 2-0 with Sergio Aguero in the 82nd minute of the match. And unfortunately that's pretty much how it does end. We do get a consolation goal here. It's kind of nice, work into the box, and then Mascarell with his first goal for the club puts it into the back of the net. He may have scored one in the previous episode, but I'm pretty sure that is his first goal. So 2-1 against City isn't that bad, especially when we have got quite a few weak players. And for some reason Shotton's contract ran out. I don't know if it was a wrong update by EA. I'm pretty sure it's a full season loan, so a little bit unfortunate because now we have literally no backup fullback, so in the right back position. So hopefully we don't get Christie injured, and maybe in the January transfer window we can loan him back. So we head into our next game against Sheffield Wednesday, and we do a nice bit of flick on by Thorne there to Martin, and Martin heads it into the back of the net. A very nice goal actually by the club, and we do make it 1-0 in the 40th minute of the match. And then just before half time here, Sheffield Wednesday do win a throw-in, and they throw it to I think it's Stevie May, I think that's who his name is anyway, and eventually does get into the box and put it into the back of the net to make it 1-1 in the game. Another goal that was a bit scrappy. I probably could have cleared it a few times, but I just didn't. And most of their goals seem to come from the left back position. So Forsyth is a massive issue with this team, goals conceding wise. So we do get into the 58th minute here, and Jamie Ward does put it into the back of the net. A very nice strike into the top left hand corner of the goal. And then here in the 90th minute, they just weren't defending at all, playing on all out attack here. Johnny Russell runs straight through on goal and puts it into the back of the net with quite a nice finesse shot. It wasn't really much of an issue for him, and of course he makes it 3-1 in the game. And the game wasn't quite over yet. We do get a fourth goal here in the 95th minute of the match pretty much. Again, them on ultra attacking just completely killed him in the last few moments of the game. It probably could have only lost the game 2-1 if they were still on defensive or something, but Sifsy goes through. A nice goal here for him. I think it is his second or third for the club. He's doing quite well off the bench. It is a little bit unfortunate we have Martin in such great form at the moment, because he is such a good player as well, so it's always good to know we've got backup strikers if need be. So we head into another game. We're going to play with our third kit. It's quite a nice third kit, I think. The nice yellow and blue shorts, and we are coming against Brighton, a team that we did play in the playoff semi-final. That wasn't really much of an issue, and I was just comparing Bunjaku with Calero here, just seeing stats wise who looks better, and of course Bunjaku does have the better stats as he is the higher rated. So we head into the game, and just before the 20th minute mark here, again going out wide, crossing it into the box, and Johnny Russell heading into the back of the net to get the first goal of the game. Quite a nice well worked goal for us. It's nice to know with the 4-3-3 it's working very well on FIFA this year. And then here we do win a penalty, Bryson running into the box and Dunk conceding a penalty, and of course with Chris Martin with his 79 penalties there wasn't really going to be much of an issue here scoring this penalty, and he puts it away quite nicely to the top left hand corner of the goal to make it 2-0 in the game. and we did do quite well in this game. I'd say generally we played quite well, and I believe that is how the game does end. So a 2-0 victory against Brighton, who obviously did lose a Joe in the summer transfer window, but I'm pretty sure they had the time and money to replace him quite nicely. So we head into another game. I think we're just changing in a couple of players here and there. I always like to keep players up to date with fitness. So we head into the game, and in the 8th minute of the match we do win another penalty. Penalties seem to be a really easy thing to come by on the game, and it is kind of a shame that it does show the red card at the top left hand corner of the thing where obviously Wolves is, and it does send him off eventually. It does take quite a while for the ref to actually do it. It doesn't actually show the red card in the recording. It's a little bit weird. It should like get it out of his pocket and give him the card, but we do step up with Chris Martin to get his second goal of the episode so far, and he's doing very well. He should be on at least 10 goals by now in this career mode. He's a fantastic striker, really good clinical finisher, and that's what you need with all our creative players in our team. And then here in the 42nd minute of the match, I'm not sure if they did actually replace the centre back, because it just seemed like a massive gap in their team, and George Thorne does get, I believe, his first goal for the club in this career mode. It's quite nice for him to get the goals. He is a very nice player to play with. He hasn't got the highest of overall, but he just plays really well. So we did get another 2-0 win, and against 10 men we kind of just shut up shop and got the 2-0 win in the end. And we're just going to show off the squad report here. Not really much of a difference, but I always like to show it every now and then just to see how the players are slowly getting a bit better and how their prices have changed. Like Chris Martin at the moment has gone up 1 or 2, and he's worth about 2.6 million. That's absolutely fantastic for him. Jordan Ibe, unfortunately, we haven't really played too much, and Gary Mackay-Stevens, we're going to play him a lot more now, because I would like to get Jordan Ibe in the second season when we can buy him. Of course, hopefully Liverpool give a realistic price for us to actually pick him up and bring him into the team. Another reason we're not playing him is because of that reason. If he does get quite a high rating, I doubt they're going to sell him, so playing him here and there and keeping him kind of content is good, and obviously slowly getting his rating up is good as well. So we're going to try that really young goalkeeper Currick against Blackpool, who are quite a weak team, and we should be able to beat quite nicely. And we do get another penalty here. Will Hughes running into the box, winning it for us in the 53rd minute. It did take us quite a while to get through this Blackpool defence. They did do quite nicely. I don't know if they were on like ultra defensive or something, and we go down the middle to get it Martin's third penalty of the episode, and that is how the game does end. It was quite a difficult one. I was quite surprised. They only had one shot on target, so at the same time it wasn't too difficult for us. And unfortunately in the last game George Thorne did get injured for 8 weeks with a dislocated shoulder. It is kind of good because it makes it a little bit more realistic, because in real life of course he isn't playing because he is currently out injured. I think it is Achilles problems, and it's a chance for Omar Mascarell and Eustace to work themselves into the first team lineup. Obviously Eustace isn't really inclined, but it would be nice if Omar Mascarell got a few more games under his belt, because he is actually higher rated somehow than Thorne on this game. So we're just setting up the team for the next game. Going to play Corrick again, very young goalkeeper. I think he's only 18 or 19, so it's nice to get him some game time, of course. And we head into the next game against Cardiff, and in the 15th minute of the match here, Johnny Russell and Martin linking up quite nicely with a nice 1-2, puts it through to Mascarell, pretty much his debut first team game, and he makes it 1-0 in the game. A very nice well worked goal, and it's nice for Mascarell to come in and get a goal for himself. So obviously we go into the next minute here in the 35th, and we do get a goal from this corner here. A ridiculous goal from Craig Forsyth with his right foot from like what, 35-40 yards out. A ridiculous goal for him. The more crazy thing, it was on his right foot. Like, he never uses that right foot in real life, and somehow he's just scored that incredible goal on FIFA. It is kind of a really nice thing for the series. It's going to have a quick replay here as well. Brayford not looking happy, the former Derby player of course, and this angle here really shows how good it is. It just goes whoosh into the top corner of the goal. Really nice for him, and the first goal of the season. So we head into the second half here, and Kenwyne Jones is quite a good strong player, holding up the ball quite nicely, waiting for the run, goes through on goal and puts it into the back of the net. Unfortunately Currick couldn't save it. Maybe Lee Grant could have saved it, but I wasn't too bothered as we are 2-1 up in the game. And then we do make it 3-1 here in the 49th minute, straight from kickoff. Get back on the drive, and Omar Mascarell and Johnny Russell again linking up quite nicely. Passes it to Martin Hughes out wide to Christie. A really nice ball to Christie there, and Christie puts it into the box with a nice driven ball to Jamie Ward to make it 3-1. A really nice well-worked goal again, everyone involved in the attacking areas. And then we go into the 63rd minute of the match, and Jeff Hendrick wins us another penalty. It's ridiculous how easy it is to win penalties on this game, to pretty much make it 4-1 in the game. Obviously we haven't stepped up to it yet. We haven't got our chosen one, Chris Martin, to do it, but we have got Johnny Ross, who's got about 75 penalties. Still very good for a 71 rated player to have such good high penalties, and he does put it away. It is nice, of course, bringing on different players like Sifsy and all that lot to get some more fresh legs to get even more goals. And here again, going through Gary Mackay-Stevens coming off the bench and putting it into the back of the net to make it 5-1 in the game. Absolutely fantastic performance from all the players. I'm pretty sure every single attacking player got a goal in this game or was involved in all of it, so it was a really good solid performance. I think I am actually going to raise the difficulty, because if we are beating them 6-1 now with a goal from Sissy, I think it should be a little bit more difficult for us, because 6-1 is quite easy and World Class will make it a lot more difficult. We are running away at the top as well, and in the 90th minute of the match they do get a corner. I really wasn't bothered at this point. I was pretty much won the game. It was actually quite a nice well worked goal. Whittaker went the cross into the guy, I'm not sure what his name is, but he does make it 6-2 in the game, and it does suck to be Cardiff in this game, as it is a pretty bad loss for him. Of course, conceding 2 goals isn't the best, but we have got that very young goalkeeper. So if you did enjoy this episode, we are going to raise the difficulty in the next episode, so hopefully it's a little bit more difficult for us, and it just makes it a little more challenging for myself. So yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, it would be fantastic if we could get 25 likes. Again, great support on this series. Subscribe if you're on your channel, and see you soon. Bye.